Hello friends, this is Raj Sastri from Raj Option Trading. Today is number 27, 2021. Let's talk about top stocks with a heavy short ratio. These can be a good candidates for nice swing trading opportunity where these stocks can crush the short sellers and go higher. The key is to buy the right ones and go from there. With that, let's jump in here, do a quick market update, and try to see where we go from here. We had a brutal day on Friday. Let's see if what direction we can go from here. And then we'll look at stocks with a heavy short ratio here. This is overall stock with a heavy short ratio. Gives a good landscape. And then we'll back it up with a positive sales growth stock here with a positive gross margin and low RSI. These are the better candidates that can go higher. And then we'll even go a notch ahead here and look at the rule of 40 here, gross margin plus sales growth greater than 40% and also positive net margin. These are the great companies make money. And then finally, let's look at the best way to grow your portfolio, rule of 40, positive net margin and low debt. These companies can stay solvent. They got enough cash because they got low debt. And finally, let's look at when the short ratio meets TTM squeeze. These stocks have to move quickly and fast. Let's see what we can buy from this list also. So with that, let's jump in here and get started. From a general market update perspective, you might be wondering, we had a huge down day here. Where do we go from here? Let's try to answer that question and go from there. As you look through here, on Friday we had a down day. It's a short day, just closed at 1 p.m. Eastern. As you see here, we had Dow Jones down 905, 2% down. That's a brutal downturn here. And as you can see here, Nasdaq also came down here about 2.23%, and S&P 500 also came down around 2.27%. Overall, it's a bloodbath in the market on Friday. Let's see what happened. As you look through here, we got here Omicron variant emerges in South Africa, and World Health Organization labels it as a variant of concern, citing possible higher inflation, reinflation risk. That's why stock market came down. There is a virus in the loose here. We got to contain it and go from there. And then we have US restrict travel from South Africa and 7 other countries. That's why all these travel stocks plunged big time. Think about booking.com, Expedia, American Express, and so on and so forth. And then we have here dozens of travelers arriving in Netherlands from South Africa test positive for COVID-19. This is where the scare, folks are a little bit worried and afraid because this can spread. We got to be careful here. And we have vaccine makers. Those stocks jumped up. Think about stocks like Moderna, BioNTech, Pfizer. They all went higher because these folks have to now make sure their vaccines can help fight against these variants. And then you got your Fed. Fed is not helping. They are saying, hey, you know what? Let's taper, bond buying program, and also have maybe 1 or 2 rate hikes. Feds will keep, making these news to make sure market is calmed down a little bit. That's what is going on here. And Wall Street clearly did not like that amid of, in the midst of this whole COVID, variant. So with that, that's what went on here. We got two strong forces. One is this virus, and the second one is our Fed is saying they're open to taper and 2 rate hikes in 2022. So that's the catalyst here. That's why stock market rolled over on Friday. And let's now jump in and look at what's going on here. As you look through here from a futures market, we got ES, which is S&P 500 futures, huge big down as you can see here. Now the S&P 500 futures is touching 50-day moving average here. We'll see if this 50-day moving average holds and go from there. There is a good chance it can bounce off of 50-day moving average like it has done back here as you can see here, or it can touch 100-day moving average and then can go higher. We'll see how it goes. We'll look at great stocks and go from there. And then we got Nasdaq here. Nasdaq is stronger, as you can see here. It's touching its 25-day moving average here. It can bounce off of its 25-day moving average, or it can come and touch 50-day moving average like it's done in the past and then bounce off. Generally, it's a good idea to buy some quality names here in Nasdaq as well as S&P 500 and go from there. And then you got Dow Jones Industrial Average, a little more weaker, as you can see here. This came below its 100-day moving average, as you can see here, pierced through the 100-day moving average. So it's one of the weaker sectors here. It's got these big industrial companies. If there is a COVID, related issue, folks can move around. This construction probably have to stop. That's why these big industrials are coming down a little bit, because staying at home will not help industrial stocks. And then finally we got Russell 2000 here. It actually pierced, it came down to 200-day moving average. So I think that will be good bargains here. Look, it's done a couple of times in the past, almost touched 200-day moving average once, twice, thrice. So it's a very good buying opportunity, especially in the Russell 2000 here. Small cap names, they will rally nicely as we go forward. So with that, let's jump in here and try to answer the question, where do we go from here? As you see here, we got the S&P 500 December expiration contract here. Price is 4579. As you look through here, we got March coming up here, which is 101 days out. It's a tad lower, as you can see here. That's why market is not expecting a huge up or a uptick here. It's expecting, we may be in the trading range. It may be slightly lower as we go into March. Then you might wonder what happens next week. As you look through here from a next week, we can expect 146 points up or down in S&P 500 futures here. That's why it's a traders market here. These type of opportunities you got to capitalize and buy some quality names and take it from there. One of my favorite strategies is to buy, actually sell, put options on these ETFs like IWM, like QQQ, SPY, and even SMH. When market tanks like this, that's proved right in the past. So you can go all the way deep in the money and sell some put options and make some money that way. And as you look through here, look at December here, 34 days out. We are expecting 317 points up or down as we head into December. I think, that's a good prediction here. Don't expect huge ups or downs here. Pretty much trading range type scenario here. So with that, let's jump in here and look at bond market. As you look at the bond market, bonds jumped higher. That typically happens when the stock market rolls over, bonds jump higher. But look here, we got treasury or interest rates are dropping down here. That's a good sign. This should help the stock market to bounce higher because interest rates are coming down here, TNX. So that should help the stock market as you go forward. Crude oil came down a little bit. If there is a big issue with the COVID variant, folks want to stay home, that will basically drive the oil price down because there will be less travel. That's why the oil stocks came down. It could be good to buy some good oil names here and take it from there. Look at steady Eddie names like Chevron, ExxonMobil, and stocks like the great energy stocks. You could look at those and buy some and go forward. And EOG Energy is a good one. EOG ticker symbol. Those are the good ones you could buy into this downturn. Also CLR, Continental Energy. And we got gold here. Gold, as you can see here, after coming down pretty hard, now it's going higher. Folks are really going into safety here. Gold is one of the safety. That's why folks are flocking into gold, as you can see here. Gold is also showing some uptick in its on the balance volume here. So I think it's good to buy gold when they roll over like this. And now I think it's good to keep watching and take some money off the table as it goes higher. And then we got here, a Skew. I like to look at Skew all the time. Skew, it went higher. Now it's flat here, as you can see here. Skew typically gives a heads up, a couple months before Look, we got Skew going higher, higher, higher back in 2020. This is before COVID-19. We had maybe a 2 3 weeks heads up here, then stock market rolled over. And then we had same thing over here. It went higher, higher. Stock market rolled over a little bit. So typically Skew will tell you, hey, what's going on? Stock market is going to roll over or not. Right now, Skew is saying, hey, don't worry too much. It's just 148. If it reaches 150 or even 160, I'll be concerned. But 148 is not a big deal. That's why it's going to be a trader's market as we go into next week. Probably we might see a little bit bounce as we go forward. With COVID, it's not a huge unknown like before. It's a known unknown, so we know what's going to happen here. We have seen this movie before. I can see some good rally bounce from next week and go from there. Look, VIX promptly went higher, as you can see here, jumped a little bit. As stock market rolls over, VIX will jump higher. Still, as you can see here, S&P 500 is still stones throw away from all-time high. So that's why we might have a couple more down days, but generally this should bounce after this whole issue with the COVID-19 here, because we have seen this before, and our vaccine makers are very resilient and they can crack this code here. So with that, I'll jump in and look at stock news. From a stock news perspective, we got here Beyond Spring Pharmaceuticals here. They're presenting to this conference here. They seems to be making very good progress in the cancer research and oncology in general. As you see here, stock went higher. I think this is a good one at $14. Is making some good move here. As you see here, RSI is 38. And keep watching here from a short ratio perspective, very high short ratio. I'll be a buyer of Beyond Spring at these levels here. It's a good one. And then we got your Workhorse, as you can see here. Workhorse high short ratio. It's where is it? Short ratio is okay. Probably this is not lined up pretty well here. Workhorse has got a high short ratio. And I think it's also a good one to buy at these levels. Given stock is dropping off in 1 day, 5 day, it had enough downtime here. I think this is a good one to buy slowly and accumulate. I think it's just minus 4% right now. And then we got here Cassava. Cassava is a great stock. It's a trading stock, as you all know here. Right now it's a $55 stock here. As you see here, high short ratio 10% here. Stock is trying to bounce off in 5 day. I think it's a good one to buy into this downturn here. Given RSI is 49, stock is trying to bounce off here. Good one to buy and take advantage of this short squeeze. Look, it's done nicely in 1 year, 627% climb in 1 year. And then you got Blink charging here. Looks like their RSI relative strength index is increasing. As you see, your RSI is 55, and stock is a little bit lower right now. I would be taking advantage of this also, given short ratios negative 12%. Short, I would be a buyer of this stock also, and go from there. Looks like it's quite not lining up, as you can see here. And then we got your two stocks that can soar in 2022. We got Lemonade and Pinterest here. Lemonade has got high short ratio, as you can see here, 13% short ratio here. I would be a buyer of Lemonade. It's trying to bounce off. When the market tanked, Lemonade is trying to go higher, as you can see here. I think it's a good one to buy at these levels. And then we got Toast here. Toast is a new IPO, as you might be knowing here. They help the restaurants with the takeout, and looks like they are introducing some new products here. High short ratio 18%. Stock is also a little bit down, as you can see here, after the IPO all along down here. Could be good to slowly buy some Toast here, given the stock is at just $43. And then we got Fisker here. Fisker RSI is a little higher for me, but it's a good one here. They got some most sustainable vehicle here. You could slowly buy into this on down days and accumulate. And then you got Huron Therapeutics here, HRTX. They got some good news around this nausea and vomiting here. As you can see here, this one also came down pretty hard. I think it's a good one to buy here and take it from there. And then finally, we got Oxygen here, OCGN. Oxygen is also making some headway here. They got some investigational new drug here. Stock is like $6.45 here. Has been down off late, but has done great in 1 year. I would be a buyer of Oxygen at these levels. I've seen this stock at $13, $14, just jumped up pretty quickly. I think it's a good one to slowly buy and get ready for this short squeeze type of rally here. So with that, let's jump in here and get started and go from there. First, let's look at sector and trend analysis to see what's going on in the market. How can we make some sense of this market here? So with that, let's jump in here and look at a few sectors. As you look through here, from a big ETF perspective, S&P 500 down 2%, small cap Russell 2000 down 3.8%, emerging market down, QQQ, which is all technology and biotech, down. Dow Jones down, and Russell 1000 value stocks also down, as you can see here. So at this time, as you can see here, S&P 500 is still a stone's throw away. Just RSI 67 just 3% off from 1 year high here. And IWM is, it's in a buy range right now. It's RSI is 47 and it's 8% down from 52-week high. Emerging market, again, you could buy, very low RSI here. Tells you it's a little bit oversold here. QQQ is still hot here. I would be selective buyer here. RSI 63, just stone throw away, just 4.3% down from 52-week high. DIA, again, it's almost at 4.5% lower than 52-week high here, and RSI perspective a little bit sold off, as you can see here. So with that, what I would be doing here, I would not be buying these ETFs here, but keep watching. As you can see here, keep watching the RSI levels here. SPY, RSI, IV percentile here. SPY IV percentile is 47. If any of your options trader, you could sell some put options deep in the money and make some money. Same way in IWM also, you could make some good money with the elevated IV percentile here. And also you can look at DIA, you could make some money there. Also selling some put options below the stock price here. Great, huge volume, as you can see here. That's a good sign. Market is down, huge volume. That tells you folks are selling some of these names here to preserve some capital. So with that, as you look at next section here, we got financials. Financials is down. Energy is down big time. Folks are worried about probably not driving too much with this COVID issue here. That's why energy came down here. Treasuries, the bonds went higher because folks are going into safer treasury here, given their money will be safe. And as you look through here, utilities are down. Bitcoin is down big time. Crypto is down, and real estate is also down. So in general, as you see here, I think utilities are taking some traction here. As the interest rates fall, folks will go into utilities. They can get some more money here in utilities because they pay some good dividends. Next, let's look at healthcare. So healthcare is a stronger sector. Look here, it's just down 0.4% in 1 day. So it's a little bit stronger sector here with all these health issues and the COVID issues. This is a little bit defensive and typically goes higher. With the RSI as 50, you could still buy some XLV or some good biotech stocks here. And then we got here XLP here, consumer staples. Typically, when folks are afraid, they will nest at home. That's why you buy, your favorite, snacks and snack at home. That's why, this could be a good buy. If there is some scare about this whole COVID-related shutdown, folks will stock up their pantry and they will keep buying some toilet rolls and whatnot. So that's why, XLP it's, as you can see here, it's not down as much as other sectors here. It's holding up pretty well. Even gold is holding up pretty well. As you can see here, it's just down 0.2%. So with that, you get an idea here. Risk off. Folks are getting out of this huge risk type place here and going into safer areas, like healthcare, like consumer staples and gold. That's what's going on here. Let's jump in and look at a few more major trends. So, okay, so we got even IBB here. We got few more here. Look at the high tech here, XLK, XLY, consumer discretionary, even semiconductor all down here. Look, biotechnology is up here. This is when you see stock like Moderna, BioNTech, and some of those biotechnology and vaccine makers that they're going higher. That's why IBB, which is a biotechnology ETF, is going higher. Still, as you can see here, RSI is 40. You could still buy into IBB here, relatively cheap still to accumulate some. So with that, as you look here, keep watching the IV percentile. When IV percentile is higher than 45, you could sell some put options below stock price and make some money that way. So with that, let's look at a few major trends here. As you bounce cursorily look at this here, you can see here almost all these sectors are down big time. But look at IBB here, biotechnology is up here. This could be a good one to slowly buy. Still RSI is low. And look, cloud computing, when folks are nesting at home, they want to leverage these technologies. That's why I think about stocks like Zoom and other cloud names here. They typically fare well when folks are nesting at home. They will be using these, internet and cloud technologies to conduct meetings and conduct business here. So that's faring pretty well. And human genomics is also faring pretty okay here, as you can see here. So these are the things that you can look at and probably invest slowly and take it from there. And we'll jump into now stocks with a heavy short ratio here and volume greater than 1 million shares. This should give you a good lay of the land here. Where are the high short ratio stocks? It'll give you a good idea. So with that, as you look through here, look here, we got AGC here with the highest short ratio on the top here with the volume greater than 1 million shares. And then you got Hippo and so on and so forth. And I've highlighted few stocks, as you can see here with the green background. Those are the stocks where we have nice sales growth and gross margin. They satisfy rule of 40, where gross margin plus sales growth greater than 40%. Keep watching what institutions and investors are doing here. Institutions are buying AGC here, and still, as you can see here from an RSI perspective, still literally midpoint RSI. You could still buy some AGC here. And as you scan through here, BYSI, one of my favorite here. This is institutions are buying this stock here, high short ratio. Stock is trying to make its way higher. Keep watching the volume here. I've highlighted the volume in a green background here. That tells you the volume is 1.5 times higher than the normal 3-month average volume. That tells you stock is trying to go higher. Institutions are buying this stock here beyond spring. It's unusually high volume, 1.5 times higher than 3-month average volume. That's why I think this rally in BYSI Beyond Spring has got some legs. You could buy into Beyond Spring, given it's bucking the trend and going higher despite of the market dropping here. That's why you could buy this even at a right now RSI is still low 38. And then as you scan through here, we got a few more here. Look, Lemonade, institutions are buying it. Stock came down big time. Look, even though market is tanking, Lemonade managed to go higher, 0.3% higher, as you can see here. So Lemonade is also a good one here. You could buy Lemonade. Given stock is down, nice. RSI levels are also a little bit lower here. 35 indicates stock is sold off here. And then you got a few more here, cassava, Beyond Meat, and Toast. All these stocks have got nice institution buy here. Toast has also got nice insider buy. As you can scan through here, RSI is low for all these guys. And keep looking at the volume here. Nothing out of the woods here. Looks like Smile Direct and Sawa have got a little bit lower volume compared to 3-month average. It's lower at least by 75%, compared to the 3-month volume. That's why it's in red. If volume is 75% or lower than 3-month average volume, that's it will be shown in red like this. And then we got few more here. Heron Therapeutics, one of my favorite here. As you can see here, institutions are buying slowly, and it's got an unusual volume. As you can see here, volume is increasing. I think this is a good one. They also have some, approval for FDA application in play here. This one is a good one to buy. Low price stock, just $9. And then as you can scan through here, you got Nicola and Romeo here. Institutions are buying, as you can see here. Volume is pretty okay and high short ratio. You could buy those also. And then finally, we got one more here, Oxygen. Oxygen is just a $6 stock, as you can see here. And low RSI, high short ratio, as you can see here. And look, folks are buying Oxygen. Volume is going higher. It's a unusual volume, at least 1.5 times higher than the normal 3-month average here. So this one, I think you could buy slowly and take advantage of this high volume. And this is beaten down at this time. You could buy some slowly and go from there. And then you got your two more here, Bit Brother and APPH. APPH, as you can see here, has got a little bit pretty good volume here. Bit Brother volume is a little bit low compared to normal 3-month average volume here. That's why it's shown in red. So that's a quick lay of the land here. And continuation, we got a few more. Keep watching the short ratio, still high, and keep watching what insiders and institutions are doing. For example, Clovis Oncology and Cinemark, institutions are buying, and Geo insiders are buying. Woozy looks like institutions are buying, and AMC also institutions are buying here. And also keep watching the volume here. We got unusually positive volume in OT. This is Go EV here. That could be a good one. You could slowly look at that. But issue I have here is Go EV has already gone up here. It went higher, so probably wait a little bit, let it calm down, and then you can buy Go EV. Also RSI is high, not a good time to jump in and buy Go EV here. And as you look through one more here, which is Cinemark. Cinemark could be okay to slowly buy here, unusually high volume. And look here, institutions are buying. And as you scan through, we got one more with the unusually high volume here, which is Inovio Pharma here. With this virus issue here, the stock went up on one day here. You could slowly buy into Inovio, given RSI is still low here. And then you got two more with the high volume here. We got Right Aid. I think this is Right Aid, as you can see here. I think Right Aid has got a high volume, and also we got SFT here with the high volume here. You could look at those names here, slowly buy them, and keep watching the stocks making progress in one day and 5-day here. Stock like Siri, RGS, and Clovis Oncology, that tells you those stocks have got some leg here. You could take a look at them and see if you can buy them, take advantage of short squeeze. And we got continuation here. You can look through it. I will not go through them in detail. I love Doximity. It's a great stock here. Off late, it's now look here. Doximity is trying to go higher in one day. It's one of those great LinkedIn type app for the doctors and physicians. I think it's a good one here. And we got a few more trying to bounce off in one day here. Those are the good ones, which tend to go higher despite of what market is doing. As usual, look at what institutions and insiders are doing. If they're buying, that's a good sign here. You could tag along if the RSI is low. And look at the volume here. Some candidates here like CPE here. And we got Futu and API high volume. You can take advantage. Given there is a low RSI, you could take advantage and buy some and take it from there. Next, we'll look at a little more stronger candidates. Let's look at positive sales growth, positive gross margin, low RSI, and volume greater than 1 million shares. This is for you who are a little more conservative. You want to make sure companies are doing the right thing, not just high short ratio, but short ratio coupled with some nice growth here. With that, let's jump in here. Look, most of these stocks have got green in the ticker symbol, green background. That tells you these guys have got rule of 40 satisfied with the gross margin plus sales growth greater than 40%. Look, some of them have got institution buying or insider buying. That's a good sign here. So with those are the catalysts for you. This list is already shortlisted with the nice sales growth and gross margin, low RSI. So candidates with the green in institution buy or insider buy, those are the good candidates you can tag along and buy along with the insiders and institutions. And look, nice sales growth and nice gross margin for all these stocks here. And you could, if you're conservative, you could avoid some of these high debt stocks. We can look at next screen where we'll eliminate some of these high debt stocks for you who are conservative. And keep watching unusually high volume here. Those tells you, hey, you know what, there is some play here. Looks ESPR here, little stock, $7.78, very low market cap. Stock is going higher in 1 day, 5 day with a higher volume. That tells you this rally might have some more leg here. You could latch on to this given there is a high short ratio. The short squeeze has just begun. And same story in stocks which are making some move here, like Beyond Meat. You could tag along here, and this might also go higher. And keep watching high volume stocks here, like Heron Therapeutics. That's also a good one here. And look at a few more here. We got Cinemark, and we got here Right Aid, and a few more here, like Ring Energy and API. And also watch stocks where the volume is dropping off a little bit, like BT. I love this one here, but volume dropped off a little bit on Friday here. It's down at least 75% from normal 3 month trading volume. So I still like BT here at these levels. I'm slowly accumulating. Given insiders, institutions are buying BT here. So with that, this is screen one, and we've got continuation here. All these names have got nice sales growth, as you can see here, nice gross margin. And keep watching, insider buying, like Himax here, institutions are buying. Sorrento, same story here. And look at these candidates like UAWS, um, LPI, as well as VC properties here. And keep watching here how is 1 day volume, 1 day performance here, and 5 day. If you say uptick here, that tells you these stocks have enough downtime and trying to go higher here. And also keep watching the unusually high volume here, at least 1.5 times higher volume than 3 month average. Those are the stronger candidates. You could tag along and go from there. Keep watching here. We got here AWH, one of my favorite here at these levels. I've been stocking up on this stock here. Look, nice volume here, 12 million shares traded. And we got one more gap after going down big time here with 11 million shares traded. I think it's a good one to slowly buy into some gap, take advantage of bounce opportunity as we go forward. With that, let's jump in here, and this is one more here. Same here, positive sales growth, nice gross margin, low RSI, high short ratio, as you can see here. Keep watching what institutions and insiders are doing. I would be a buyer of Clean Spark here, where both insiders and institutions buying. Tellurian, same story. It's a good one here. You could buy that along with these institutions. And keep watching, even though I did not highlight WTI. Looks like there's some small insider buying and institution buying. You could buy that one also, given the short ratio is high. And keep a watch on these unusually high volume here, like BME here. This one is a short squeeze candidate, has rallied, squeezed all the shorts here. I will not buy it, this one at these levels here. Instead, focus on other candidates like Tellurian here, unusually high volume. I think it's a good one to slowly buy. Natural gas type play here. And then we got here one more with a high volume here, which is a Trip Advisor. As you know, all these travel stocks have come down big time here. Trip Advisor with the $26 stock. This can see some bounce as this COVID news settles down. This can go higher. Nice bounce opportunity. And then you got BioCryst, one of my favorite here. Unusually high volume. Stock is trying to go higher in 5 day and 10 day here. You could buy some BioCryst and take advantage of this unusually high volume and take it from there. So with that, now let's look at a better way to grow your portfolio safely. Here we are also looking at net margin positive companies. Not only these have got nice sales growth and gross margin, satisfy the rule of 40 here. Also, net margin positive. These are the companies making money, and they also have high short ratio. These can be good candidate for the short squeeze or a short squeeze rally. And for the conservative folks here, this is a better way to grow your portfolio. As you scan through here, all the stocks have got green in their ticker first column here. That tells you all these stocks are satisfy rule of 40, where the quarter over quarter sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40%. These companies make money. That's why net margin is positive. These are not money losers. Keep watching. Many of these stocks have got insiders or institutions buying, like BT, Himax, VC Properties, and so on and so forth. And keep watching here. Look at short ratio, all high short ratio here, and keep watching RSI levels, all low RSI. And you can also look at stocks that are bouncing off in 1 day, 5 day. Those are stronger candidates here. You could buy those names here and take advantage. Also look at unusually high volume candidates like the one we have here, Dick's Sporting Goods. Unusually high volume here. You could, this is Gap here. You could buy some Gap and play this bounce game given stock is dropped off big time. And then you got your RLGY that also has an unusually high volume here. You could take advantage, buy some of that name also here. And you got two more here with the ANF, which is a good one here to buy. And then you got here two more Baozun, and Logitech is a good one here. You could buy some Logitech. Logitech stock is telling you I had enough downtime. I want to go higher. I don't care whether market is going down or not. I want to go higher. That's why you see Logitech bouncing off with a nice, unusually high volume. That's how I kind of try to look at these names here. I also like Square here. Square, as you can see here, stock is down with a high short ratio. You could buy some Square here. It's a great stock with the legendary leader Jack Dorsey here. So with that, let's jump in here, look at a few more names. I also like stocks like DDD, PAGS, Grow Generation. Those are the great names here. Nice sales growth and gross margin, and a high short ratio around 9%, as you can see here. So those are the good ones also. Next, let's look at even safer candidates here. Many of you want nice solvent company. You want low debt candidates. This will basically give you the names with the low debt candidates. Companies grow top line and contain their bottom line, run efficiently, and also low debt. So let's look at this. This is for you who are super conservative and still want to take advantage of this short squeeze type scenario. So with that, as you scan through here, you will not see too many short squeeze, stocks with a high short ratio here. We got first half here with the high short ratio, as you can see here. Keep watching. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin, nice net margin, low debt to equity ratio, as you can see here. These are the strong candidates. You could buy these names here. Look, they're all dropping off a little bit. And one name here, VMware, is telling you, what, enough, I want to go higher. It's good to buy some VMware at these levels here and go from there. If you don't have too much money, you could see here a high IV percentile here. You could sell some put options under the stock price or a put spread here, vertical spread, and you can make some money that way also. And we got Logitech. It's also telling you, hey, what, enough, I want to go higher. So that's why it went higher also. And as usual, look at the unusually high volume here. For example, we got here VMware, and we got here Baozun and Logitech, unusually high volume. And we got one more here, Yelp. It looks like Yelp has got a high volume here. I think it's a good one also here. You could buy some Yelp, take advantage of this downturn here. And as you see here, we got one more here, Codex. Codex, as you see here, unusually high volume, but stock is trying to go higher. RSI is still 43. This might still have some more leg in it, but typically I shy away given stock has gone up so nicely here. Then last but not least, look at our friend Zoom video. Eric here. Zoom is doing great here. Market is afraid of this COVID vaccine, COVID virus here. That's why Zoom went up, working from home type play here with the unusually high volume. I think Zoom is a good one here. You could buy Zoom into this, into this small bounce here, and slowly buy. No need to rush here. So those are the great names you could buy. All these names here with the nice sales growth and gross margin, unusual, low debt here, and you could take advantage and go from there. Look, there is a golf player. I like this, ELY here, Callaway Golf. Nice sales growth. Stock has been dropping off of late. I would be buyer of this Callaway Golf also here. Take advantage, and all these names are good here. I love stocks like DDDD, which is DDD Cathy Wood Snip play here. 3D printing, that's also a good one here. So with that, let's jump in here and look at the last segment here. When TTM squeeze meets high short ratio, these stocks have to move. They have to move now. They have high short ratio, and TTM squeeze indicates they have to go up or down pretty quickly. So with that, let's jump in here and look at those candidates. As you see here, we got few stocks here. Keep watching short ratio. We got at least first three stocks have got high short ratio here, and keep watching here. First two I got a weekly squeeze here, and we got a couple of them with the either say a 3-day squeeze or a weekly or a monthly squeeze. As you see here, look at DNMR here. Institutions are buying this stock here. Even though market tanked big time, this has just dropped by 0.1% in one day. That tells you this has got some conviction here. Even RSI is just 40. You could buy into this low price stock here and participate in the upward move here. I would not buy options because look, there is a high IV percentile. You could just buy the stock instead. And then we got here ANF here, Abercrombie. It's a great stock, $38. Nice sales growth and gross margin, and a little bit high debt on the balance sheet, which may be okay for these retailers. And keep watching here. Nice, unusually high volume for the stock here, and a weekly squeeze. This is a good one. You could buy some Abercrombie here. And as you look through, IV percentile is 52. That's why I would not buy call option. Instead, you could sell some put option under the stock price, make some money that way, and you could buy the stock outright also. And then you got a few more, as you can see here. Keep watching, as usual, what insiders are doing. CODX, UiPath is one of my favorite stock here. You could buy this one also. This has got a monthly squeeze, weekly squeeze here, and this can go on for weeks. This one, as you can see here, even though market tanked, UiPath went higher. This is a good one. You could buy some UiPath here and go from there. And IV percentile is very low here. You could buy call options if you're a call option buyer, and that will also work here. And we've got a few more as you can scan through here. Keep watching. Unusually high volume candidates. Take a look at that. For example, ALPA. AHPI here. This had a nice short squeeze rally. That's why volume went up. I would not be buyer of this stock here. I would wait for a cooling off time here. Instead, look at candidates like AMCR here. Amcor, just $11 stock here. And look here, nice, unusually high volume. You could buy that one here. Given there is a monthly squeeze, this stock can go higher for months. That's what it's indicating. And look here, CDE. If you're, with the gold and silver trying to go higher slowly, this one has got both the weekly squeeze and monthly squeeze here. You could buy this low price stock here, and accumulate. This can do very well as you go forward. With that, we got a few more here. Intel, I like Intel at these levels here. Intel is a very good play here at these levels. It's a great one. And you could also look at Electronic Arts, great company here. All these, video gaming stocks have got fallen off here with Activision Blizzard. Some bad news there. You could buy all video gaming stocks here, but Activision Blizzard has got a monthly squeeze. It's a good one to buy at these levels here. Even though market tanked big time, EA Electronic Arts just dropped by 0.5, so you could buy some Electronic Arts here and go from there. So with that, thank you very much. Always watch the RSI levels. If the RSI is high, don't buy at the time, let it cool off. On the other hand, if you're a trader, if the RSI goes higher, you could slowly trim your position, have some money for the rainy days like on Friday when the market tanked. You don't want to be out of money, so that way you can have some money and play next day. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.